Hey everyone! I recently discovered art journaling and I wanted to give it a try. I've made a few pages before, but this time is the first time I will be using my new Moleskine. I am using the art sketchbook by Moleskine. These pages are 111 pounds, so they're pretty thick, but not as thick as cardstock. I am prepping the pages using Dina Wakley's white gesso. And then I'm going straight into using some red acrylic paint. So straight into it that I didn't even wait for the gesso to dry, and it's mixing into the paint. The paint I am using is Americana acrylic paint, and the color is country red. And this time I'm using my heat gun to speed up the drying process and to make sure that everything is dried. Next I am using some Faber Castell Gelatos. This color is black licorice. I am coloring the edges with the Gelatos, and then I'm using my finger and some water to blend out the Gelatos. The Gelatos are water soluble, so that means that they move around when they touch water. The black gives my page a nice frame to work with. Since the Gelato is water soluble, I am sealing it down with gel medium. I am using the Faber Castell gel medium, and then I don't have to worry about the Gelato smudging later. So I wanted the project to have a robot in it. And I wanted to have a larger robot on the side. I didn't have anything offhand, so I'm cutting one out of this scrap gray cardstock. A rectangle for the body and a small rectangle for the head. And I forgot the arms, but I will cut them out later. Now that I have the head and body cut out, I'm trying to see where on the page I would like the robot to be on. Next I'm adding some modeling paste. Using the Gelatos again, I'm taking the black licorice color and laying it down on my craft mat, and then mixing it into the modeling paste. The modeling paste that I'm using is Liquitex Professional. I keep going until I have the color that I wanted. This dark gray color works for me. And then I'm taking a stencil and swiping the paste onto the stencil. When you remove the stencil, you have some nice texture left on your page. The stencil is one that I created using the Silhouette Cameo and their line of stencil material. The stencil is supposed to be of small hexagons, but once they get that small, they just look like little circles, which works well for this project. While I'm waiting for the modeling paste to dry, I'm going to glue down the robot using gel medium. Then I'm crumpling the cardstock. I felt the plain cardstock didn't fit well with my grunge look, so I'm crinkling it up to add more character. Using the gel medium as a glue to glue the cardstock to the journal, as well as using it on top to create a seal. To make the background more interesting, I'm adding some binary numbers using Purkey's Scotty alphabet stamps. Mounting the 0 and the 1 onto an acrylic block and stamping it randomly on the page using brown ink. I'm keeping the center of the left-hand side clear since I want to add a saying on it later. While I was stamping, I wanted the gel medium on the robot to dry. Once it is dried, I'm cutting off the excess with my scissors. Using the pit marker, I'm drawing on the mouth on the robot. And then I'm adding googly eyes, adhering them with glue dots. And for the saying on my art journal, I am using Purkey's Robyn alphabet stamps. My saying for this art journal is, does not compute. I wanted the saying to stand out, so I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink. I like how the word commute is more jumbled and makes it look like the robot may be crashing. After everything is dried, I'm going in with this Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen around the edges of the robot. I am using my finger to move around the ink so that it doesn't have a harsh outline, but more of a gradient. I'm going over the words with my pit marker again to make the letters darker. I have a whole bunch of wood veneers and I found this question mark, and I thought it would fit nicely. I'm using the black licorice gelato to distress the wood veneer. And then I'm gluing it down using gel medium again. For the body of the robot, I am using enamel dots. And then I'm using a pit marker again and making some lines on the bottom of the robot's body. Then rubbing my finger over it to smudge it. I thought it was lacking a little bit in the bottom there, so I'm going in with the Hero Arts robot stamp set. I'm just using the dotted line there to add a little bit more to the page. To give the letters more dimension, I'm going in with my white Jelly Roll pen to add a few highlights. And there you have it, my first art journal page in my new Moleskine. I will continue on my art journaling journey, and I hope you look forward to watching them in the future. The total time for this project is about 2 hours. Most of it was me trying to decide what to do. Thank goodness for editing so you don't have to sit through all of it. Thanks for watching and good luck with your project.